You think you're less athletic now because you're older, and that's just completely wrong. Most people, age 20, 30, 40, 50, it's never actually about you getting older. It's about something crazier, way deeper that most people don't actually realize they're doing. Let's dive into it. You didn't lose your athleticism or strength because you got older. Here's what actually happened. When you were younger, when you were 17, 18 years old, at your peak, you lived like an athlete. Your actions showed that, right? Every single day, you would sleep 8 hours, you would hydrate, you would do all the right things. You would go to team practice, you would lift, you would work out, you would run, right? You're doing everything. Your actions portrayed you being a very high level athlete or a good level athlete. Now, your actions are complete dookie, right? Complete shit. You drive everywhere. You don't go on walks. You get like 2 training sessions, 1 training session a week. You sit at a desk for 8 hours a day. You see the difference I'm saying here? It's your actions, right? It's your identity. When you were younger, you had no choice. Being an athlete was who you were. Now, right, you might work a 9 to 5. You might have you might have kids. You might have a family. You don't have that time to live like an athlete, or so that's what you think. You're doing all the wrong things right now and wondering why you aren't as athletic, why your body doesn't feel as good or as strong, right? You're eating processed foods. You're sitting at a desk 8 hours a day and you're not trained like an athlete. You lost the identity of feeling of this is who you were, not something you do, right? Now it might be something that you want to do, not who you actually are. You have to live, breathe, and die to get the results that you want. And you're just not doing it. You just don't want to sacrifice that right now. Every decision that you make either supports or rejects the identity that you want. So if you want to be an athlete, if you want to be athletic, if you want your body not to hurt, you have to do the things and you have to think in a way that aligns with that goal. If you get home from work and eat McDonald's and don't go to the gym, what do you think is going to happen? A lot of people who are really strong and athletic back in their heyday still think themselves as strong and athletic, but their actions don't match it. I can look at someone's actions and right away let you know if they're strong or athletic. And when your actions don't match the identity that you want, that creates a big gap. And when that gap becomes bigger and bigger, it becomes harder and harder to close. And here's the harsh trap that a lot of people fall into when they were more athletic and stronger when they were younger, right? They go to the gym now and everything just feels so heavy and everything just feels so slow because they remember that feeling of being very strong and very athletic when they were younger, right? Let's say you take a gym newbie, someone that's never done any plyometrics, any strength work, anything. You get them in the gym, everything is gonna be a PR. They're gonna be on top of the world those first couple of months because everything will just come easy to them, right? You put someone that's been very, very elite athletically and very elite level of strength in the gym, everything is just gonna feel like shit to them because they lifted so much weight and they ran so fast when they were younger that now what they're doing now doesn't even come close to what they've achieved. That's why people that were very strong and athletic when they were younger, they're competing against themselves. They're competing against the younger version of themselves. And a lot of the times they're never gonna win. That's why they put so much pressure on themselves, because they were so good when they were younger. And then their shitty mindset starts to creep in about them not being able to do it because of their age. Guys, it's not your age. And guys, the solution is not more motivation. It's not a new workout plan. It's not new running shoes. It's about connecting your actions to the identity that you want. Stop trying to chase the athlete that you were before in the past. Start trying to be the athlete that you want to be now. Be in the present moment. Train where you are, not where you were, right? 1% better every single day. What can you do today in this workout or on this walk or on this run? What can you do right now in the present moment to become a better athlete, to become stronger? Every action is a vote towards your future identity, right? If you're doing shitty actions now, that's just gonna boost that identity that you don't want. So do the right choices, make the right choices. Everything is connected. You start eating like shit, you start sleeping like shit. And a lot of times, guys, you can't control it. But you have to control the controllables. And a lot of you, 99.9% of you, are not doing that. And you blame it on age. It is not your age. The good news here is that the same body and mind that veered away from that strength and athleticism is the same one that can get back to it. You just have to change your mind, your mindset towards it. You have to change your work ethic. You have to change your environment, and you have to change your identity. Once you do those things, once you change those, you will be amazed at how athletic and how strong you can get right now at your age. If you're someone that's older, that's trying to feel strong and athletic again like you were when you were 17 or 18 years old, it's not age. There's a call link in the description below. Click that link, book a call with a time that works for you, and let's have a chat. Let's make you an absolute beast again. Peace out.